So, as we mentioned before, right? 4,000. We have 4,850 ISA millionaires in the UK, which is that. I think that's very low. It's a very small percentage,
Sure.
right? Why do you think such few people reach that milestone in their stocks and shares ISA? Despite
I
being around
think
for years?
one of the reasons is financial education is very, very poor in schools. It's abysmal. A lot of people don't know much about the stock market or how to go about it, and think it's high risk or gambling, which is not. If you're buying into established, solid businesses, they can go down, but you're unlikely to lose all your money. But that is investing. It's not speculating as people do with cryptocurrencies. But I think also television has been a great failure because it's failed over the years to cover the stock market or investment opportunities, and there are so many great British companies to invest in out there, and the stock market doesn't produce any programs that covers those opportunities, and I think it's a great pity. I think it's a national loss.
Yeah, that's what you were saying on our way here, and you're just saying that it's been a big loss, right? And it's had such a big impact. So then I guess on that, why is it important for people to start investing? How can we kind of get that number 8 from 4,800 to 50,000?
Well, you've got to start when people are young, try and educate them in the schools as to what a bank is, what a dividend is, what the stock market is, and how you can go about it. There's nothing too small to start investing. You don't need a large sum of money, and you buy a small quantity initially. When I started off, I was just putting £80 into a company or £100, small amounts. In some cases, £50 because that's all I could afford in those days. Now, obviously, we're talking about larger sums of money. But I'm coming clearly to the end of certainly my investment life anyway, who knows? I'm too young to change the approach that I've tried to share with you today.
And why do you think it's important for people that are listening today, watching this today, for them to, if they haven't started investing, I hope, I'm looking at you, if you haven't started investing, why should they start investing?
Well, it's enjoyable. It can be very profitable. And indirectly, you're owning shares in UK companies who are making profits and paying taxes to support the public services here, and you're supporting good UK companies, who provide employment and create wealth for the country.
Yeah. Amazing. And I think that's very important. I like the fact that you said UK. I need to start looking more at UK companies. I think because there's the allure of the US. You've got the tech and stuff like that. It can be quite interesting.
I mean, to be honest, I'm sure if I'd invested 10 years ago entirely in America rather than in this country, I'd have probably made more money.
Okay,
but the way I've done it here is, in my judgment, much more enjoyable.
Okay, fair. So it's worked for you, and you've had a good outcome out of it.
Sure.
I guess in your 60 years of investing, that's a substantial amount. What are some of the key insights and lessons that you've gained from that time?
Well, I come back to what I said earlier, without wishing to repeat and be boring, as it were. Invest in good growing companies that are profitable, paying dividends, where the people running them have good share stakes in the business, and be patient. You don't rush to take a profit. Stay with it, and your investment hopefully will grow while the business grows.
Thanks so much, John. I think this has been a great conversation because it's really helped people to understand, the fact that you can start this slowly. It's not as difficult as it needs to be. It's not as complicated as it needs to be. Right. And I think
you don't need to be a brilliant mathematician. You don't need to have a huge amount of money. Don't think that, you need to be a Nobel Prize winner to do it. It's for your average person like me, to to build up the knowledge of investing, and it's in the national interest to do so as well.
Yeah, and do you think anybody is this possible for anybody to potentially be able to get to that £1 million portfolio? Because a lot of people listening to this, that is a goal
it's possible over a period.
Yeah,
certainly over. It can be done. But there's no shortcut. They've got to build their portfolios up brick by brick, really.
Yeah. Okay. Amazing.